Yep, that's it. I have been sick for the past 4 days, and I'm about to tell you guys exactly how I've been feeling, the whole recovering process. It was really hard and tough, and I'm still recovering. First things first, thank you for all the love and support on the last video. I'm super grateful for all of you for giving me such genuine, amazing comments. I appreciate all of y'all and likes, everything. Y'all are a blessing to me. And I saw some new subscribers. We gained like 20, 30 subscribers from that last video. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. So the day before Christmas, I was laying in my bed. I was chilling. I was good. Like, I was watching my YouTube videos. I was laying in my bed, lazy as ever. I was super lazy. And what? See, I'm still coughing, man. What the I started getting simple symptoms. I had like a slight heavy head. So I guess I was like feeling heavy. That was just the first day. And then on Christmas Day, it got so bad that I could not get up. If I got up, I felt so heavy. I felt like the heaviness of my body increased. It was like there was a weight on my shoulders, literally pushing me down on the floor as my feet are on the floor. So I'm standing up and like I might be standing up like these, like leaning forward. You know what I mean? So my parents and my family, shout out to all of them. They came to check in on me every single hour, if I'm not mistaken, to make sure I was good and everything. And I never communicated how I was feeling in terms of the seriousness of my condition. Not that I'm actually have a disease, but just my sickness. So then eventually, when it overnight, as soon as like nighttime hit, it was super early in the morning, so it was going into midnight. My mama came back in one time to my room to check on me. She seen that something was off, because every time she tried to give me things that can help my sickness, apparently I had a fever, and the fever was so high that I wasn't able to really control my body as much. So what happened was my mama gave me medicine, or I think like a pill or something like that, to help me with my fever. And I didn't take them. She gave me like 2 pills. I didn't take them because I couldn't really respond well to what was being told to me. And even my mom was like, "Chris, you looked at me like you didn't know who I was." And I was like, "What?" Because this all happened after I started getting better, but that's besides the point. So then my mama called the ambulance, and I ended up in the hospital. I was taken in the back of an ambulance. I was on a stretcher, and I was taken to the hospital because my fever got so bad. As I wasn't cooperating, it got worse and worse and worse. And if I stayed in the house, the chances of me being alive would have been low. And I think that scares me. Like, that really scares me. There was a lady, there was like, I think 3 people in the back of the ambulance. My mom was in the front. And a lady kept on asking me questions about what was going on with me, what is my symptoms, so on and so forth. Kept asking me and everything, because my memory kind of declined as time went on. So I wasn't able to correspond with anything that was being said to me, and I wasn't able to really find what was wrong with me. You feel me? So I kept on really I think I tried my best to try to give her accurate answers. But again, it was so hard to do when I had such a high fever and so many things were just going on inside my body. We got in the hospital very early in the morning, and I got taken care of. They brought my fever down, because really it was a fever. Now, apparently, after I started getting more symptoms, I had the flu, and I still do. I currently have the flu, and apparently this flu was going around everywhere. So I'm probably not the only one that has it, but it's kind of insane to me because this was something that I wasn't expecting to happen. This just randomly out of nowhere came to me. I was in my room chilling until I started gaining fever, my body getting heavy. Like that was just out of nowhere, unexpected, crazy. Now it's the 26th, right? It's the next day after. I woke up in the room. My family was there, my mom, my uncle, other family, things like that. And the nurse or the nice lady was asking me questions like, who is this? Who's this? Who's this? I started answering the questions as well as I could. And I think I got better at them. I actually got them right. You know, my mom, my uncle, whoop-de-whoop. I didn't get all of them right, but they had to do like these little tests. My vitals was good and everything. My fever, as time went on, went down and down and down. And I eventually got out the hospital really early in the morning, maybe like 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning on the 26th. That was after Christmas Day. Fast forward to the next day after, I felt like crap, bro. Like, y'all, the flu is no joke. Like, being in bed, like my head, I had huge headaches while laying down in bed on my pillow, whatever. My mama just wanted me to rest completely while I was recovering and everything. And sometimes it was super hard to, just because my head, like the headache that comes with this flu was just freaking terrible, bro. It was awful. I hated it and I still do. But I was able to overcome those days. I started having runny noses. I started, I blew my nose, everything. I'm having like big coughs. I've been coughing up mucus, and stuff like that. So I suppose if that's happening, then I am getting better and better. But it was a freaking horrible experience that I really hope to never really experience again to the best of my ability. Something important about this experience really says a lot about life in general. When my mother told me that if I was living by myself and I had this exact same issue, I could have died. And it's crazy because when I was in the ambulance, they had breathing tubes under my nose, like on my nose, like they had the breathing tubes under there and things like that. Because I was just having a hard time. I couldn't believe how much of a blessing it is that I am getting better and better and I am not dead. And I have to thank God for that one, because that is crazy. I scared my whole family during this entire thing. I scared my entire family because this unexpected sickness that came through put me in a hospital bed super early in the morning. But my mom told me that it really shows how much I don't take care of myself. It shows how much I avoid doing the good things for my health. It shows so much. It shows how important your physical health is. Taking care of yourself, your hygiene, all these things. Like, it shows so much. Like, it helps in so many ways. And it really helps avoid getting into that position of being sick. And now here we are to today, where I'm feeling so much better than before. My head, I have less of a headache. I can move my body better. I gotta thank the Lord for this. Like, seriously, I don't think no one else deserves the credit but God for this. Sorry. I could have been dead if I was with nobody. If I stayed at home while my fever was increasing, I could have died in my bed. That's crazy. And that's so scary. I had to think about that as soon as mom told me. I had to think about it. Like, I'm like, what? I really had to think, like really think about that. Now, as I'm recovering from this whole entire process, I am going to learn how to start taking care of myself better. My physical health, making sure I stay clean, making sure I do all these things to avoid getting into this type of predicament again. This came out of nowhere. And I really pray that this video encourages you to take care of yourself more. Take care of your physical, your mental, everything, to avoid being in the position that I was in. You could be in that position anytime. We can go into a day where we get sick. You just never know. That's pretty much it. I'm still recovering. I've been taking my medicine, my prescription. I've been eating soup. I've been doing my best to try to get better. So I'm super grateful. Shout out to my mom and my family. Everybody that checked in on me, that made sure I was good and everything. I appreciate all of them. I love them all so much. And I'm glad that they were there in the time of need. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be in this chair right now. I wanted to make this video, and I wanted to take inspiration from one of the comments that were on my last video about a story time. And I decided to share me being in the hospital recently as a way to express what I'm going through right now, because this is very serious. This is a health related issue. So that being said, I really, really, really hope that this video has encouraged you to take care of your physical health, to take care of your mental health. Just take care of everything. Take care of your body. Your body is a temple. Take care of it. Cherish it like it's royalty, to avoid being in predicaments where sicknesses and disease can get in the way and come and interrupt that. Also, want to just say happy early New Year's to each and every one of you. Please make sure to spend time with your family and make amazing memories before the new year begins, as we are progressing and going into a brand new year, 2026. So that's all I got for today. I really hope that this story time wasn't confusing, but either or, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.